everybody, and welcome to Blood Bowl. I'm Complacent Badger.
I'm Sir Kilo.
And we are watching the Heirs versus the Stalking Dead.
I like this matchup.
Yep, two new teams. Team value difference, I think, was 150 or something around in that area.
Not too terribly significant, but the Corsairs have been a slightly more experienced coach, so been getting a little more wins and a little more money and able to do a little more stuff.
Mm-hmm. He's definitely picked up after basically the first 5 games of the season being really tough on him.
Oh yeah, he was just brutalized.
Mm-hmm. But still able to grab wins. I mean, you only need a passer and a catcher when it comes to Elves.
Right, and everybody else is just linemen, right?
Gay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's because elves are
flamboyant.
Notoriously so.
So, looks like got 2 Moomies on the pitch, one of which with guard. A knockout to start the game with.
That's a scary...
And then a
scary
stun.
thing to deal with. Yeah. No big deal?
Yeah, so that zombie with block is great on the line with this rock mobster with guard. So that's a 4-5-5 line. Stalking Dead doing a really good job increasing their line.
That's pretty gross. I like it a lot.
So might be overcommitting to the line and keeping his ball carrier a little in the wind there. Returning the favor with a knockout. Opting to use the blitz to try to put this guy out, and then just engaging the runner. So you see right here what I was talking about, that Master Moose will punish you for this. You need to have people protecting your ball runner at all times, or else he will get back there and he will fuck you up.
And that's what his team is designed to do, is that high agility team. Like, I know that you want to try to engage as much as possible, but
they're going to get around you.
That's why you almost have to, like, pick a side and go one side or the other side. Not necessarily saying that you need to do that prior to getting the ball, but just doing anything to create some protection and create a focal point to drive through.
Man. So he sees an easy dodge out of there and uses it, since Master Moose was unable to actually use the blitz on him. Sets up that 3-man cage in the back, which is not very useful, but he is setting up the white. And he does have players spaced out a little bit. Now, I don't know if this guy was on purpose or he's just a zombie, so he couldn't move away. But he is more spread out than he has been in the past, so this is definitely improvement, at least this one turn.
Let's hope that he could do that. I mean, if he's super scared of losing the ball to the backside where he doesn't really have a safety on his team, putting those players there aren't going to make much of a difference, because they're probably not going to catch the ball and it's just going to keep scooting around until it's on the wrong side of the line. Yep. Yeah.
So failed to snake eyes and then stunning himself.
All those things happen, man. That's when you roll dice. That's what happens.
Mm-hmm.
So now you got to take advantage of it.
Going for, I don't know if I would have blitzed that guy. I mean, I guess he is a pretty prime target with blodge and sidestep. Oh, dodging into a badly hurt.
All right.
Yeah, this is a player that I would wait until I've taken out everybody else to go for, just because that's so hard to put down.
I agree with that. Anybody who's weak, anybody who's... I mean, especially if it's not necessary for your... Jesus. Especially if it's not necessary for your ball movement, once you've already done what you can do and you can't get any further, then pick the weakest guy that you can find and try to go for a star player point, or just to get that guy off the pitch.
Yep.
So that you have a player advantage But if don't mess with somebody who's tough to put down, because you're usually just wasting your time and getting frustrated.
Yeah. Ooh, dead. Let's see what the apothecary result comes up to. I think he's debating on it because it's a lineman. Lets it go, and that should be a free zombie.
All right.
Yep, there he is, Sailing Master, right on the sideline.
Nice. So does that mean that he should be able to pop in next drive? Yeah.
Yep, he can put him in. All this debate that was on the boards could have been easily resolved had either team looked at the sideline.
Yeah. Interesting. Keeps the name. You can't see any of the stats, right?
It's the exact same as a zombie.
It's going to be. Oh, he's going to have this. Yeah, just a straight zombie.
Yep, nothing special. I think he got put on the pitch. Let me see if I can find him. Maybe it's on the other side. Nope, here's the Undead dugout. He's not out there yet, so let's see if he pops back up somewhere.
Is he in the back, on the back right-hand side, maybe?
No.
Oh, never mind. I was like, that would have been a weird place for him. That is some potent zombie medicine, man. He was not very dead.
Sailing Master. Looks like... Did he keep the... No way.
He keeps his star player points.
No, because Sailing Master had 3 of 6.
3 of 6?
Mm-hmm. He had 3 of 6 star player points on his. But when he died, I looked at that specifically because I think that's what Master Moose was debating on, saving him or not, if he was worth it. But saving that lineman was not worth it when his good players could die. You know what? His star player points are now 29 out of 31.
Yeah,
so I think that might not be the case.
That might be a glitch.
There he is, 0 of 6. I think sometimes it's a carryover for when I scroll over somebody else. But
that was super weird.
Yeah.
That was what is going on?
It looks like he's glitching pretty hard in keeping everybody's stats.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oof. Oh, as we're playing with Sailing Master, the cage is getting wrecked.
Just lack of respect there.
Yeah, but that's the one benefit of Elves trying to get aggressive on that ball, is that you can really hurt them.
Yeah.
Really punish them for trying to get to that ball.
And that was a guy that you as the Corsairs coach doesn't want to lose.
Yep. Yeah, that's the dump king.
Wait, I like Sailing Master.
Sailing Master.
2 places at once.
Yes, there he is.
That's outstanding. Good ball coverage. You put the lid on that thing.
Yep, that was a really good choice. But unfortunately, Elves can still get it.
Well, the only way that was even possible was to get it out from in the middle of 4 other people.
Mm-hmm.
So by pushing him on it and hoping for the best, that could have gone anywhere, and it just happened to go well.
Yep. He did. Ooh, going for the 1 die. Yeah, that wasn't gonna. Wonder if he had anybody else that could have moved. Probably not.
Maybe could have got that other werewolf to release.
The ghoul right here.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I thought that ghoul still had an action, but maybe not. And then he's opting not to use the wizard right there. And oddly, opted to pick up a wizard with basically picking up his only inducement as a wizard.
Did he? Maybe he thought that it was just.
There's no chance of recovery.
A futile. Yeah. Maybe save it for a better situation, because he had that, essentially a two-turn go there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think I might have tried that on the guy, lightning bolt on it, and then got my ghoul free to go grab the ball.
Yep. I think that's a good move. Well, Coarse's doing their job is when we say that agility team needs to be scoring 2 per half. That was pretty good.
But Stalking Dead making sure that he's going to have low players in the second drive, or so the second half. That blitz allowing him to potentially was almost able to get that ball on his own kickoff, but does not work out. However, he still has a turn, so he can still get a touchdown.
That's silly, huh?
Now that that's a defender down, though, it does not look possible. So, yep, opting to get some ball protection there. Despite it being the last turn, just ensuring that he doesn't get the touchdown. And then knocking out another one of those blitzers, a really key player. And that's the one with sidestep.
Finally got him, huh?
Yeah. 3 knockouts.
You do it often enough.
Yeah, it will at some point work. 3 knockouts. If those knockouts don't come back, this game could turn around.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
Using his last reroll on some frilly-dilly movements that might not have been too useful, but...
Yeah, well, whatever.
Oh, it was a go for it that he failed. Snake eyes.
Yeah, that's tough. That's devastating.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much in that particular instance, but in general, when you can't make a 2.
All I need is a 2+, and I have 2 chances. 1 out of 36 chance. Oh God, he's on the ground.
Yeah.
My life is over. At least he didn't kill himself. 2 of the KOs did not come back, but Roberts did come back. Is that the? Yep, that's the one he's been trying to bother with that Moomy all game. That's the one guy that comes back.
Well, here's how you look at it, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again. That the second half really makes a lot of these games against an agility team. Is you gotta spend your time wisely, trying to minimize their shenanigans and putting bodies against bodies and making them pay, and hopefully getting a second half into it. Now, I don't see them scoring 3 touchdowns. I don't think that the Dead can score 2 touchdowns, but you got to get 1 on the board.
Yep. And then he's got a 4-player advantage, so 2 touchdowns is not that ridiculous, especially if he plays a little fast and loose with the ghouls.
Well, here's what I'm saying is that you're going to score 1, and then they're going to have the chance to get their other 2 guys back.
Yeah.
So, if it was set as is, I think it's a doable thing.
But he has a chance to put more dudes down.
But we got to see if he does it. Got to see if he does it.
I believe in the Stalking Dead. I think now with the mummies, they're a bigger force to be not to be reckoned with.
Wait, did you just double negative?
Yeah, I definitely did.
All right.
It's been a day. I've been up since 5 in the morning.
Oh, that's true. You were on Facebook rather early.
Yeah. I gotta make sure all my business is done. I got all kinds of people from different time zones that conduct business at different times. Still holding on to that wizard.
Yeah.
Could you imagine he just lightning bolted and killed that thrower? What?
You? That's one of those things where all of a sudden you're just like, I don't know what to do with myself. Like if that was your ball carrier, you're just like, well. And I had that happen where somebody zapped the shit out of my fucking runner, and I was like, well, I don't. Huh.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
So we see the situation that happens with agility teams that sometimes they're just like, well, shit. So he does kind of the pass to the try to hurt me to the guy with blodge and sidestep. So you really have to be careful on how you do this.
So here's the important thing.
That's
not the Dump King. So, and that is the proverbial elf dick in the wind, huh?
Yep, and he tried to do it with the blodge, and he was like, I should be able to do it, but we've seen it fail time and time again.
Right, and that stun makes it a big deal. So now he's got the ball, and he's got a little bit of space, and now it's up to him to do something with it.
Yep, but we're running into the issue now. He does have this white that has a decent dodge to get out, but he doesn't really have anybody downfield yet. So this is going to take many turns to get down there. And again, these ghouls are always holding hands. I don't know if I like that.
Yeah. Well, here's the option: is do you lightning bolt to get that white free?
Nah, that's an easy dodge.
Just to keep anybody from chasing him.
Not right now. Oops.
Well, not right now, but you saw what I was looking at, right?
Yeah.
Do you get him free and then?
Well, now you're in a little bit of a pickle. I think what you do here, honestly, if I'm gonna try to score like right fucking now, since you want to punish the elves for not playing backfield, you move your zombies a little bit, the ones that are unengaged, to cover a little bit more. But what you would have done is do a handoff, because the accurate pass makes up for the adjacency to that player.
Yeah.
You have a reroll, get the ghoul out, flush, and then do a quick pass to this white, and then get it down the field. 2-turn touchdown.
That's what I've been looking for. Right now, I'd be waiting for I'd have gotten that white downfield. He didn't take advantage of moving that white.
Nope,
and then backfilling that position with somebody else.
Yeah, have plenty of zombies that are around, so hell, you could even fucking fail a dodge and drop a zombie, and as long as it lands in that space, it's still where it needs to be.
Right.
He still has a good flush out spot right here, like without any issue, but he's got nobody downfield. He's got that zombie.
That's not a person.
Edmund Snap-Arm. He's agility too, man. If it's an accurate pass, that's a 4+. Ah, that's the wrong. Yep. See, you gotta watch out for those sidestep guys. Don't go for them. Ugh.
It's
hey,
all the same.
It opened up though.
Yeah.
Yeah, get that mummy over there.
Do it.
So, it looks like he's opting to just try to get one touchdown. Which, I can't understand that thought process, man. Dead.
Smite.
I don't know if I was exactly afraid of the movement allowance 7 catcher. Of all times to use the lightning bolt, I don't know if that was the one.
I'm with you there. But you paid for it, so you want to see it used.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't understand the thought process of just resulting to going, meh, one touchdown is enough.
I guess maybe you didn't see what we were seeing. You know, when you if he'd have used that white, put him out there, at least it would have spread something. Now he's that's going to eat up a lot of movement allowance if he doesn't get somebody out the way.
Well, the best part is that white's now available to do exactly that. He should have done 2 or 3 turns ago.
Right, and he might need him to do that as well.
And even the ghoul is available, and opts to go for Blodge guy with the mummy. First action. Arg. And engages with the white. But sends the ghoul downfield.
After he already moved the ball carrier.
Yes. But that's okay, because he wasn't just going to pass it and then get stomped, you know what I mean? Blodge tackle is right there. That would eat that ghoul.
Yeah, but it would have made your opponent pucker a little bit.
Ooh. Yeah, I really think that that white and that ghoul should have gone downfield.
Yeah, I'm with you there, man. But Course is doing a fairly effective job of playing defense. This is just
They have no players. It's amazing that they're holding up this defense.
I know.
Putting himself down on a 1-die attacker down
Yeah.
has a decent chance of getting out of here. Another knockout, bringing these numbers down, and puts himself down on an unnecessary 1-die. Has the player advantage and still rolling 1-dies.
That's unforgivable. Inexcusable.
Mm. So now the receiver is getting engaged.
Yeah, this is just not a super good drive.
This is a drive with no objective.
Yeah.
You could say, well, I'm trying to get a touchdown. And it's like, well, no, obviously that's always, but do you have an objective of where you're going this turn?
Right.
Where do you
it's like
want
what
this
do
ball
you,
to go?
I really think this is one of those situations where you're like, you ask a girl for a phone number, she gives it to you, you're like, well, I don't know what to do after this.
I didn't expect this to happen.
I've never gotten this far before.
What next, and then Snake Eyes. Had the situation set up finally, and then Snake Eyes.
Do the Corsairs have enough to make it?
No.
I didn't think they had anybody in the backfield.
And welcome to fucking.
What did they? Oh,
it was a dodge fail. He rolled a. Number when he did stuff. So,
all right.
So now he has the ball and he totally moved. And he threw it to him. Touchdown. I forgot that guy was still in the end zone. All right, so it worked.
That was a little bit gross.
Yeah. If you had just tried that 6 turns ago.
Yeah,
you could have done that again, and then it would have been a tie, and you would have had a point. And that's 1 point closer to the playoffs.
Do you know the important thing about ties? They make you look classy when you're wearing a collared shirt.
They really do. For the Corsairs, maybe it was just because you were kind of reading your opponent and from previous games didn't feel the need, but I saw a pretty significant lack of safety running.
I saw the same level of safety running.
And obviously that, didn't make you lose, but just be a little bit more cognizant against it, if myself or SK or some other Agility 3 players that would take advantage of that, I see you getting scored on pretty fast, and if you can get scored on in 2 turns on an Agility 3 team, that's shabby.
Yeah, man. I don't know. He's
just
been such a dominant force in the league, even with the new team that I guess you got to have a bad game eventually. But
yeah, and this is me just trying to find stuff. For the Stalking Dead, you got the mummies, and you're doing what the hitting teams do. They bring the opponents down to low numbers so that you have the player advantage, so that you have the advantage when you're doing the ball run, and then I still don't think you got the idea of how the run goes, because you get to that midfield every drive and then you just stay there.
Yeah. We need to get those little run forest run signs for them. Don't stop now, bro.
It's like, what do I do? Like, every player has really stupid or bonehead. Like, they're just like, what do I do now? And the coach is like, that way, run that way. And they're like, what?
You know what? And I had a problem with that initially as well, where I just couldn't figure out how to get past a defense. And that's just something that you have to sit down and almost draw up a plan. Now, you're never going to make that plan work, because you're running against a live brain other person. But even if just anything, just play a league, play a something, and just the only thing, like, fuck everything else, just get the ball in the end zone. Whether you gotta throw it or you gotta run it or you gotta whatever, but focus on getting somebody free and using that white or that ghoul as a receiver, and not even to throw it at him, but to maybe dodge your way out and hand it off to him. I mean, we saw the opportunity for that there. Having a multi-stage turn is going to be important, especially against an agility team who's going to try to catch you and menace you wherever you're at.
And that's the big deal. The multi-stage. You need to have multiple characters of movement allowance to score a touchdown. There's not often a lot of teams that are just going to let you one turn at a time get your full movement allowance and score. So you need to set up situations where you're just like, and I give it to him, and then I give it to him, and then he touchdown. A running team should not be afraid of the quick pass and the handoff. That's essential to the running team, the ability to score and score multiple times in a half.
I'm with that. Good advice.
Yep, and with that, we shall see you next time. Adios.
Cheers.